focused for this next 3 hours, man. We're going to dive in. I hope everybody has their snacks and water. You guys ready to go? Next 3? Oh, man, I thought that was going to go better than that, man. I'll mark that one out for next time. But for this next 45 to an hour, we're going to dive deep into some good stuff, tackling our topic of boosting morale and keeping members engaged. Ooh, right? Awesome topic. And I tell you, as I was driving back up here, I graduated, like you said, back in 2010, and this place has changed so much. You guys have to have a cookout now, man. Man, I was like, man, you had a cookout. This building actually was Dotson Cafeteria. Are you guys familiar with that? Anybody in there? Anybody familiar with that? We actually, I don't know, this was Dotson, so this is actually a phenomenal way this has kind of been transformed. I remember just kind of driving by. We actually seen actual bridge going down Old Colorway, and that wasn't there. The actual waterfall out front wasn't there. So this place has transitioned so much. Even going to the football stadium, that new Jumbotron, I know it's been kind of been up there some years now, a couple years, but that wasn't there. So WCU is growing, Catamount Nation, and that is amazing. I want you guys to give you the message. Can I do that for you guys? The overall message of everything that I'm going to say is going to wrap up into this, because I believe each and every one of you guys are leaders, okay? And the message is that you as a leader have the capacity to be a passionate visionary who is determined to leave a legacy for themselves by adopting unwavering life values and serving others in the area of gifting led by God. Man, that was a tongue twister, right? But again, I'll say it again. The message that I want you guys to get from this talk is each and every one of you are a leader that has the capacity of being a passionate visionary who is determined to leave a legacy for themselves by adopting unwavering life values and serving others in the area of gifting led by God. So that's the overall concept of the message that I want you guys to grasp out of this talk. And we're going to cover a lot of jewels, man. We're going to cover a lot of things that you can apply now. I want you guys to be engaged with me as well. We're going to have some fun, okay? And I want you guys to really take some good values to apply to school right now and to life in general. So I want to give you guys a statistic. 98% of the population in the world, there's 7 billion people. 98% of the population in this world live with fear and live with doubt. They live with no vision. They live just getting by in life. They live an anxious life, a life full of doubt. And this particular 98%, we all can kind of fall in this category, but throughout the talk, I want to get us on the other side of the 2%, right? And again, we all can kind of have a concept of being on that category of the 98% of the population. I know for me, being on that 98% actually started early, but dating back to actually WCU. My freshman year, I was there at 90% because I had procrastinated at a time where I was one letter grade away from actually not even making it into my spring semester. There was one point in my life where I was on that 90% side of things, that there was a time where I wasn't even able to look in the mirror because I did not enjoy or have the self-love within myself, because I thought I wouldn't want to amount to anything. There was a point in my life where I was at 98% of the population, where I was so broken to the point that I had got in trouble with the law. And I remember being in his office and actually stepping out, and following me was my wife, telling me that your lawyer just told me that I should leave you. That the way that you're going down this road, he never seen anyone come back from it. So I do understand that 98% and how to come back to that 2% of the population. But as I share that with you today, I have grown throughout my journey of overcoming those obstacles to knowing this one thing, that life experiences are not there to hold us back. Life experiences are there to help teach others. And throughout this talk, I'll share more about myself in regards of what God kind of brought me out of. But me being a performance coach, a speaker, I enjoy learning about the mind, the way our mind works. Our mind is a vehicle, right? And I want to give you a crash course within three hours, okay? Within 3 hours. Or what our mind works, okay? So your perception, the way you believe, the way your attitude is, the way you approach life, your perception of your environment is created by the amount of knowledge that you have. Your reality is based upon your awareness, which comes by knowledge or inspiration. The more things you know in your head and you feel, the more things you will be able to see in life. Anything or event that the brain does not have a word for, you can't see it. You can't see anything that you don't have a previous reference for. So I say this to say this. When you have a limited vocabulary, you create a limited vision of yourself and your environment. Everything that the mind, or in other words, your eye sense, it must first be identified in your brain. So, you might be saying, so Chad, where are you going with this? The question that I ask, and I go back, a limited vocabulary creates a limited vision of yourself and environment. I ask you, what do you see? What do you see? Or in other words, what are you trained to see? How many words do you know? How capable do you see yourself manifesting to something greater? A limited vocabulary, a lot of times dating back to when we was younger, is developed by people that we love, right? And progressing on and on, leaving or cultivating particular habits develops who we are. So my goal, going along with the message that I shared with you earlier, is to give you, even better vocabulary than what you already have. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Yeah? So, our topic is boosting morale and keeping members engaged. We perform at the level of our beliefs, not the level of our potential. Going back to that perception, we perform at the level of our belief, not the level of our potential. That is the key to boosting your morale. Knowing that. This bottle of water has a lot of potential, right? Let's just say that it's human being, the water is the potential that it has, right? But let's drop poison in here. Is it still water? It's poison, right? So the little bit of doubt that you have about who you are and how great you are, it can change your whole reality. So the first aspect that I want you guys to take is know that you are valuable. Going back to the 7 billion people, do you know that there's no one on this planet that has your fingerprint? No one. Greatness made you, so greatness is within you. Do me a favor. The person beside you needs to hear that. Could you say, greatness made you, therefore greatness is within you? I'll give you a couple of seconds. Do everybody know everybody? Come on, everybody be confident. Greatness made you, therefore greatness is within you. I know my man like it over there. Yeah, I know. We got to set this up. Greatness made you, therefore greatness is within you. One of the biggest morale killers that I've come across along my journey is the fact that we look to other people to give us value. I know I've done it. I know I'm speaking to myself as well. We don't view ourselves at times as just being good enough. That's the key concept to boosting your morale. Is knowing that you have the capacity to go after wholeheartedly anything that you desire without the approval of someone else. Now don't get me wrong, getting feedback, having mentors, getting counsel, or building your inner circle is important. But it starts with you first. Knowing that you're valuable. So I want you to hit the imaginary reset button, everybody. Some of y'all don't have it, man. Come on, everybody. Hit the imaginary reset button. There we go. We're waking some people up, right? Hit the imaginary reset button, and I challenge you from this day moving forward to love yourself wholeheartedly, man. Love yourself wholeheartedly and know that you're valuable. Our deepest fears is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fears is that we are powerful. Powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous, and actually, who are you not to be? Who are you not to be? Marianne Williamson. I love that quote. I'll say it again. Our deepest fears is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. That light that you have in you. brings me to my next deal. I want to try something. Let's see. Can people kind of migrate inside a little bit? I want to do a game with you guys. Come on, everybody over here. As much as you can. You probably can't do a ton, but can you just stand up for 1 second? Come over here. Get you moving. Get you moving. And then I want you to do this.
Come on, over. You're coming back.
Come on. Mine's work better. You gotta stand, because you gotta stand it too. Right here. So your left hand.
What?
Everybody's like, what's this guy doing? What's he doing? Oh my God. What is this guy doing? He has me standing. I just want to sit. All right. So left hand here. So you have to have someone beside you. My man's laying over here. You have an imaginary person here. So everybody said, say yes. Everybody said, say yes. Everybody said, say yes. I know there's more voices in there. I'm only hearing I'm just hearing like 2 people. All right. So are you guys ready for this? This is about to blow your minds. You ready? You guys ready? I only hear like 3 people. Like what? Is everybody ready? Yeah. Is everybody ready? Yeah. Everybody ready? Yeah. All right. So your left hand is here, palm out, 1 finger. On the count of 3, I want you to try to grab the other person's finger with your left hand, and I want you to try to pull. All right? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Are you ready? 1. My man said, wait, come on now. You ready? Everybody ready? Everybody ready? Yes. Everybody ready? Yes. Okay. 1. Come on, man. 1, 2, 3. Did everybody go? All right. So everybody sees back. So everybody went. This is what. So this is what. A couple questions on this. So. Who actually grabbed someone's finger and won? Anybody?
I crazy.
We got 2.
Oh, yeah.
3. We got 3. Who captured somebody? Well, I captured.
Wait, did you say who got away? You said who got away?
So the first question was who actually did both? So they captured and they didn't get captured.
Oh, she's good.
We got 1. We got 2. Who got captured?
Oh, I did.
You got captured?
No good.
Who got captured? Who didn't get captured? Normally when I do that technique, 8 out of 10 times, most people gear their minds towards not being captured and not really worried about trying to capture. Everybody's different, but typically that's where I get it. And it brings me to my next deal of boosting your morale is to dream big with small goals. Dream big with small goals. A lot of times going back to trying not to get captured or being captured, when we think about our goals that we're setting, whether it's within the Student Government Association, whatever branch you're a part of, you trying to set the biggest and baddest rally or banquet Western ever seen, or going even further after your career here at Western. When we think about our big goals, we constantly thinking about getting captured. Constantly. We don't think about trying to capture the goal at hand. We're constantly focused on the obstacles itself. Do we have any track people in here? Hurdles? Oh, they right here? No? Are you familiar with the hurdles? sure, right? Have you ever tried to run a hurdle? I think everybody done tried at least give it a shot once, right? No? Okay. But normally, let's take hurdles for instance on track and field. What would happen if the person that was actually trying to jump their hurdles, they're in an event right now? What would happen if that person constantly concentrated on each hurdle? They'll probably fall over, right? They have to keep their mind on the goal. They have to keep their mind on that finish line. If they constantly focus on each and every hurdle, they would win. Guaranteed. Denzel Washington said, a dream without a goal is just a dream. I said big dreams, small goals. Manageable goals. Manageable goals. It's better to start slow and finish strong based off of a small chunks of the pie. Never despise small beginnings. Than to constantly be dwelling on just the big idea. And don't get me wrong, imagination is powerful. But managing your time, managing achievable goals right now is a key to boosting your morale. Bless you. Allowing fear and failure to be your friend. Allowing fear and failure to be your friend. One of the most amazing things that I discovered is, have anybody paid attention to their shadow before? Shadow, like you see, little black person, little black things come from lane. I actually see my little shadow right now. But normally, when you walk further away from your shadow, it gets bigger. Have you ever noticed that? But when you walk closer to your shadow, it gets smaller. I feel like the shadow is an awesome analogy for your fears and failures. The more you run from your fears, the bigger it's going to get. Have you ever just feared something and that's all you think about at night, and man, I should have done that, or God, if only mom asked that girl out, or that guy out, or man, they probably think I'm crazy. God, if I only got that one grade, or maybe I should have asked that person to be my study partner, or whatever the case may be. We cannot steer away from chasing after your dreams and goals. The biggest morale booster is going after those fears wholeheartedly, because there's bliss on the other side of it. One of the greatest basketball players of all time, Michael Jordan, and my wife said LeBron James, because I know my man over here wants to say LeBron. The greatest basketball player of all time, Michael Jordan, or one of the greatest. Let's say that. One of the greatest. He said in an interview, they was, congratulating him for all of his success. And he said, after all of the uproar and them just praising him, he said, I have missed over 9,000 shots. I have lost over 300 games. 26 times my teammates have trusted me with the game-winning shot, and I've missed. I failed over and over and over again. That's why I am successful. Walk towards your fears and overcome your failures, because adversity, meaning difficulties, rhythms, university. Key morale booster to keep in mind as well as your why. Why are you here? Obviously, our biggest I did be here at West Carolina University for ourselves, right? But at times, at 5 o'clock in the morning when you got to get up and study for a test, it's easy just to hit that alarm and snooze, right? Everybody familiar with the snooze button? I'm going to get this extra 5 minutes in. Oh man, the class is not to 10. It's 9:45. Okay, I can do 5. I don't got to take a shower today. I just put my clothes on. Oh, we got 5 minutes. We got to get over there. We got to get the culture, man. We got to go to Hunter's Library. Taking the most minimum of its time, right? But your why should be so strong that it wakes you up and wants you to get out of bed in the morning. What is your why? Who are you doing it for outside of yourself? Because it's so easy for you to give up on yourself at times or procrastinate on things if it's just totally set on you at times. Who back home are you here for? Your little brothers and sisters that's looking up to you. What about that family member that's struggling, having health issues, that's wanting to see you succeed? What about that one mentor you had back in grade school that said that you would never make it? I challenge you to take your top 5 people that you look up to, whether it's a mentor, a family member that you love, someone that's truly inspired you to keep pressing forward, someone that's looking for you to overcome all obstacles, to leave this university with a degree and go beyond even more. Have them on your heart. Have them posted somewhere. One of the quickest ways to boost your morale is knowing why you're doing something. Down to the core. What chain are you going to be breaking in your family? The chain of other family members that didn't even go to college. You're going to be the first one to leave here with a degree. You're creating a legacy for generations to come, regardless of your background. And that brings me, someone share a dream. Anybody share a dream? What is your dream? Be confident, somebody. Don't always look be worried at once. Local government, give her a hand. Local government. Give me another one, give me another one. Somebody share a dream with me.
I want to be a
Physician assistant. Give her a hand. One more. Oh man, over here.
I'm going to be a business lawyer.
Business lawyer? Give him a hand. Business lawyer. Keeping members engaged. In my book, Live, Learn, Lead Powerfully, I truly believe that it is strategically designed to align anyone's mind towards greatness. I truly believe that with all my heart. And in that book, I talk about building trust and healthy relationships. And I have the 3 B's in there I want to share with you. And before I share it with you, I want you to close your eyes. I promise I'm not going to throw them in anyway. Just put look at my man, he opened his eyes. I'm not throwing anything. But what I want you to imagine is, let's go back a step. The most wealthiest home that's ever been built is worth $137 million. It's built in the Hamptons. But I want you to imagine your dream house right now. How many doors do you have? How many windows? How many rooms? Really get that in your mind. Your dream home. After you left WCU, you out here, you're making 6 figures. Right? Everybody wants to make those 6 figures, man. Yeah. Build your house in your head. Now, with your eyes continuously being closed, I want you to transition and place in the place of that house your best friend. Get your best friend in your mind. As we all know, with a house, you need a foundation, right? You need a foundation for your house, because regardless of how many rooms, how many doors, how many windows, without a foundation, it's worthless. Now, I ask you to put your friend in the place of that house. The foundation for your friendship to last long term is trust. I'll be honest. Trust. Trust is the marquee concept to understand about keeping members engaged. Building trust. Which brings me to the first B, is being predictable. Being predictable. In my book, I use a different analogy of a restaurant, but anybody have been at Kalima's?
Oh, yes.
Yes. Yes. Woo! Man, Kalima's, it is still standing since I graduated. And I kid you not, I stayed an hour and 15 minutes away from this place. Me and my wife, Amy, beautiful lady over in the left corner, say, hey, Amy. I'll be like two people. Let's do it one more time. Hey! Hey! Here we go. So, me and her with our two beautiful daughters, Zuri and Mila. Zuri's 3 years old. Mila's going to be 6 months on the 31st. Give you a picture about Zuri. You take 100 3-year-olds and put them in one body, you got her. It's like literally, this girl wakes up. She's everywhere. But we're actually loading these kids up. I mean, walking out the door, poopy diapers, turning around, changing, like, in the back of our minds, we're actually thinking, like, do we really want to leave and travel this far with these 2 kids? But we will drive, regardless of the circumstances of those 2 kids, to Kalima's to eat because we love it that much. They are so predictable. I mean, sweet tea. Who took the sweet tea in there? Man, my weed just got me weak. I mean, I'm still trying to get the sweet tea recipe from him, man. He just looks at me. Yeah, he just looks at me. He never gets it. I'm still trying. But being predictable, the reason that we will go through that agony at times, which we love our kids and we love the whole concept of spending time and having that nice little job, but the reason that really pushes us forward to come to Kalima's an hour and 15 minutes one way is because they are predictable. They are predictable. We know, regardless if we gotta wait, we know they're not perfect. You know, our seat might not be ready on time, or the cheese ran out. You know, I have my cheese with my chips. But we know that they're predictable. They're going to wholeheartedly have what we expect. How predictable are you when it comes to your government association, if you're in charge in leadership? How predictable are you? What type of values are you holding to marquee when you're making decisions? They value their food. Going back to that example. What type of values have you set for yourself? What type of values are you setting for your organization here at WCU? What are you known for? What is the core? What is your values? Some of my values. My Lord and Savior Jesus Christ is a high value for me. That is unwavering. Going back to the message, unwavering life value. That's a high value for me. My family is a high value for me. My integrity is a high value for me. What are your core values? Your character is your brand name. When you walk through the door, what do people say about you? How predictable are you? Be sincere. Sincere meaning honest, right? Trying to create an environment with honest people around you. Ty Lopez, he's an entrepreneur and author. He created the 33% rule, and I'll share that with you. 33% of your friends should be in your situation. It should be in school, going to class, right? Part of your organization. The other 33% 3% should be below you. Maybe you have brothers and sisters, you have someone that not necessarily where you are, maybe they're back at your high school, and they're trying to figure out what path they're going to take. Which brings me to the next thing. Who are you looking after below you at 33%? Who are you mentoring on the lower level? Final 33% are people that are above you. Do you have mentors? Do you have people doing what you want to do? Are you surrounded around friends who are doing what you want to do and doing it authentically? They have a positive mindset and a solution-oriented approach to life circumstances. Be exposed, the last of the 3 V's. Exposing yourself. Exposing yourself, meaning, when someone asks you how you're doing, are you just like, fine? You just walk up, fine? When you know you're not fine, are you willing to open up and share your true emotions? That is keeping members engaged. Being your true self, being your authentic you. People can sense when you're not being the real you. Do you know what sense that for people? Like you just know, like, man, this guy or this girl is not being real with me right now. They're just trying to get something from me. You as a leader have to seek to build relationships based making promises that you keep, following up, whether you're engaging with people on social media, right? Whether you're engaging on phone or in person, following up with people, following through, finishing what you started. How many times do we not finish what we start? That's going back to the big dreams with small goals. Being finished proof. Starting so small that you have to finish. All right? How you guys doing? Is this stuff making sense? You guys are very focused. Everybody's like really engaged, man. I seen one person almost fall asleep, but I thought to throw the ball with him. But God, you guys are an awesome crowd. You guys are an awesome crowd. Somebody share another dream with me. You got somebody with confidence share another dream?
I want to open my own private practice.
Own private practice? Awesome. Go ahead. All right, somebody share a major. What are you guys majoring in? Come on.
Political science.
Political science. Give her a hand. Political science. Give me another one.
Music education.
Music education? Let me go for you.
Finance accounting.
Finance accounting? Nice. Give her a hand. Keeping members engaged, man. Keeping members engaged. Howard Thurman, he was the mentor for Martin Luther King Jr. And he said a phrase that really stuck with me wholeheartedly. And I want to share it with you, okay? That will really bring home this whole concept of what I'm trying to, or getting you you guys to understand. The ideal situation for a man and woman to die is to have their family members standing around them as they cross over. But imagine if you will, being on your deathbed, and standing around you are the ghosts of your ideas, your abilities, your dreams, your gifts, given to you by life. And for whatever reason, that it was not manifest. Those ideas didn't come to pass. Those abilities was left unseen. Those dreams was never revealed to the world. Those gifts are on the verge of going to the grave. And as these ghosts stand around you, they're looking down on you. These ghosts are looking down on you with angry eyes. They're looking at you with angry eyes saying, we came to you, and now we will be dead forever. So I ask, those dreams that some of you shared, those goals, I ask you guys to work wholeheartedly towards making those dreams, those goals, those ideas, those abilities that each and every one of you have. Because I see it. I see it within you. Make them a reality. We are given a birthday. And each and every one of us will have that death day. Those 2 days, or those 2 dates, we may not have no control over. But what we do have control over, and what is so exciting, is that dash. Have control of the dash. What will be in your dash? Each and every one of you are given an inherent gift. I truly believe that. And what I've shared with you today was meant for someone to hear. I'm not really sure who, but this encounter was not a mistake. It was not a mistake. The Creator doesn't make mistakes. What will be your dash? What will be your self-talk moving forward? Building effective affirmations, boosting your morale. I am confident that your family and friends' lives will be transformed and strengthened by your positive empowerment and leadership skills. Your enthusiasm towards inspiring and listening to others will develop integrity within your heart. I know each and every one of you, moving forward after this talk, will be connected and open-minded towards your people, your work, and the many challenges life presents. Your gift of leadership creates love and joy and peace and patience and kindness and goodness and faithfulness and self-control in others, and more importantly in yourself. Your creative skills will allow you to be your greatest version in whatever major, whatever dream, whatever reality you see fit. Because you are the architect. Going back to that house. You are the architect. You are the architect of your life. Continue to enhance your vocabulary, because your vocabulary creates your reality. I want you guys to really sink in on that. Really leave here and really dwell on what I just said. And I want you guys to check out Live, Learn, and Lead Powerfully. I talked about a lot of the stuff that I shared with you today in that book. Again, the message is you are leaders who are determined to leave a legacy for yourself by adopting unwavering life values and serving others in the area of gifting led by God. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.